Hey, what's up, you guys? My name is Michael, and I am beyond excited today to let you guys know that I am starting this here new series on my channel. So this is a little show I like to call Drawing with Michael. Now, what is Drawing with Michael? You might ask. That's what I here today am here to answer. So, Drawing with Michael is essentially a little show where I, Michael, will teach you how to draw different people, places, things, objects. Let's think of one right now. A boat. I am looking at a boat right now. I can teach you how to draw a boat. Sorry, I'm just getting a little caught up in it. I just want to clarify, there's not actually a boat in my basement. I do film these in my basement. I'm not looking at a real boat. It is a real boat, but I'm looking at a picture of a boat, not a 3D boat here in my basement. I do not have a boat in my basement. Please stop asking. Anyway, so I can teach you how to draw a boat. Now, I do understand that, not all of us are artistically inclined. That's why we have this dynamic here where, you have the teacher, Michael, and the student, viewer, fan. So, pretty much, I will be drawing a very basic boat for you, but it's something that, you can still show to people. You can do it. If you go and say, hey, look at my boat, somebody won't go, oh, wow, you're cool, because your boat is so much better than anything they could ever draw. But, they'll go, wow, this guy or girl can draw, and I think that's all that matters. So, yeah, without further ado, let me just... Okay, sorry. I did lie earlier. There's actually no picture of a boat in my basement. I lied about that. I just thought of a boat and said it. I don't know why I lied. I don't know, but honesty is very important to me, so you can trust that all of this is 100% accurate. I would not lie on my channel, and if I do, I will correct it as soon as I can. I did not realize until now. I don't know. I'm just getting so caught up in the moment. Anyways, with that said, now, how will I decide what we're going to draw? So, for instance, like today, first episode, I'm just going to draw what I think matters right now. But in the future, I will be, looking to the comments to see viewer recommendations. Maybe you want to learn how to draw a boat, and if I think your idea is good, I will teach, the viewers, the people, how to draw your recommendation, because I do want to, know what the people want, and I want to show them how to do what they want. So, just getting that out of the way. So, for today, and for probably the first few episodes, I'm probably not going to get very many recommendations, or good recommendations, so I'll just be, drawing, again, what I said, what I think matters. So, I want to do something that's a sign of the times. We're living in whether you're living in Trump's America, Trudeau's Canada, Merkel's Germany, I'm going to draw something that I think is relevant and powerful. So, with that said, without further ado, I should jump right into it. I want to keep these concise. Sorry I had to go a bit, extra in the introduction, just describe the gist of the show. So let's get right into the art of hand moving and pressuring the ink on the paper with a goofy caterpillar. So, in order to draw a goofy caterpillar, you're going to first want to start with the head. So the head's kind of a bit of a round triangle as such. So you're going to want yours to look a bit like this. Now that's one of the better heads I've drawn. Don't be discouraged if, you don't really get the shape right. It'll come, trust me, it will come. So we're going to start with the nose, because I think the nose is the window to the soul. And that's actually a very, persistent kind of view in all of my pieces. So now we're going to get into the eyes, and you're going to want to make the eyes like the top part of a heart, kind of like that. See where you would draw the point down here, but you're not, because the nose blocks it. So now we're going to draw the little pupils. You can make them cross-eyed. I wouldn't do that because I think that looks stupid. But yeah, we're just going to go right here, little eye, there's this pupil. Oh, there it is. So cute. I do love that. Anyways, and we are going to draw a line down the middle to make sure, people know that it's not one eye with two pupils, it is two eyes. That's a very common mistake with, very art critics, so you you want to make that clear. Anyways, so now we're going to do his big old smile. So we're just going to draw a little thing like this. And I actually saw a quote that I thought was so great. It said, a smile is, oh my god, that's the laundry machine. I wish it wouldn't do that. I'm so sorry if you heard that. Anyways, where was it? Oh yeah, a smile is a curve that can set a lot of things straight. And that is so true, is it not? Yeah. Anyways, so you're gonna draw a little thing at the bottom to connect it. You know, the smile, the little bottom of the smile, that's where his bottom lip would be. We can draw lips, but caterpillars don't have lips, so I don't know why you would do that. Anyways, now we're going to get into the teeth. So we're just gonna draw right up here, little lines. So now we have his teeth. So from there, we are going to draw the tongue because, you know, you can't do things without a tongue. It's very important. If you've ever, what show is it? The Hunger Games. They cut out people's tongues, which I think would actually be you know, a fun little DIY. You know, just for a day. You know, try to live without a tongue. I think a lot of people don't appreciate it as much as they should. Yeah, sorry. I'm getting a little sidetracked. It's a cause I'm very passionate about. Anyway, so you are going to draw some little dimples. I don't like drawing two dimples. I think it looks stupid. But I drew it just in case you might want to do it. You might be doing it from a perspective. Might work. Who knows? Anyways, so now we pretty much have the general gist of the face. We can get to the body. And the body is it's the door to the soul. You have to open it to get there. But, yeah. Anyways, so we are just going to start with the little first body segment. We have the head, first segment. It doesn't look like we're going to get to draw many. I'm going to say maybe one more segment and the end of the caterpillar, just because I've taken up so much space. But if you do have a bigger canvas, you can draw as many segments of what am I saying? Of a calendar. Calendar. I was thinking about the calendar. Of a caterpillar as you would like. So when you draw the last one, you're gonna just want to make a note, make it a little bit pointy at the end as such. There you go, that is perfect. So now we're gonna draw his little arms and legs. Legs, they're all legs, but not in the case of a goofy caterpillar. Now what I love about art is that you don't need to necessarily be true to what you're drawing. It doesn't necessarily need to be anatomically correct, as long as, you know, what you're doing serves some sort of greater meaning. So we're gonna leave these open, these two legs, arms open, because you're gonna see we're gonna do something really fun soon. I'm getting so excited for it. Anyway, so we're gonna draw this little set of arms, and if you have more segments in between the end and the first little body segment, you're gonna want to make all of them kind of closed off like this. So like that, there you go. And now we're gonna get down here where we have it like this. Just little legs going down. You can add a little muscle here, kind of like a human leg. See, like that. Perfect. Now here, oh my god, we're gonna do it. Okay. So we are gonna draw little caterpillar hands. Yes, that is what we're gonna do. So there we go. Draw some little palms right there. Palms. Now, if you ever get messed up on it, I remembered that your thumbs, they're going on the inside, like you're going like, look at this guy, he has 2 thumbs, maybe 3, you know, I don't discriminate, you know, got more than one limb, that's fine. So the thumb's gonna be the small, big, fat finger, and then the others are gonna be nice little thin guys right up here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's one more, and that's a really thin guy, kind of like that. Perfect, so there's his hands. Let's do it over here. Okay, there we go. I apologize if I do have to cough or sniffle. It might happen. I don't think it'll happen this episode, but in the future, if it does happen, I'm very sorry. It almost happened just there, because I was breathing in. So there we got his fun little hands. I love that so much. And now we're actually going to get to, sorry, I had to swallow my saliva, into the caterpillar feet. So, this is gonna be so fun. So yeah, like I said earlier, you may be like, that's not real. Caterpillars don't. Oh, again, big toe. That's the one that inside. So if you had like 2 toes and you're like, this guy, like you'd be doing it, but with your feet. Yeah. So you may be saying caterpillars don't have hands. Caterpillars don't have feet. Why are you doing this? And, you know, like I said, as long as it serves some sort of greater meaning, you know, art does not necessarily have to reflect reality. It can stray from it, because you do want things to be real. Don't get me wrong, you want it to be real, but you don't want it to be too real, because too real is boring. I can look outside and I can see a tree that looks real, but I don't want something that's foreign to me, that I could just never imagine, which you're gonna see a bit later in here. I'm gonna kind of demonstrate that for you guys if you can't really get the vision. So now we have the very basic caterpillar, but we're going to add antennae. So here we go. It's going to be kind of going out the side of its head. There we go. And then over here too. Now you're realizing I'm leaving these open because we're going to add a fun little ball on top, just like such. And what we're actually going to do now, because he's a goofy caterpillar, is we're going to add little smiley faces. Oh my goodness gracious. Look at those little guys. That is... oh, that just tickles my funny bone. So now that we have that, we can get into the fun part. Now, eyelids. Doesn't need eyelids, but I always think that is a great touch when you're drawing something goofy like this. So there you go. If you have eyelids, you gotta have eyelashes, or else nobody's gonna believe it. So there you go. Look at those eyelashes. There we go. I bet they do the thing that they're doing. So now we're gonna add eyebrows because, you know, you need facial expressions. It's gonna be goofy. So I'm just gonna try to draw them like this, kind of like it's real hair, like your real eyebrows. You might want to use yours for reference. This is not what my eyebrows look like, but it could be, I guess, if I got, you know, some sort of surgery. There we go. I guess I could, like, I don't really know how to change my eyebrows, but it'll come to me eventually, and I'll make sure to let you guys know. So now you're just gonna draw a little hair again. If you're drawing with a black pen, like I'm doing, you can you can add texture later. So don't even worry. Yeah, there we go. Got a little hair, eyebrows, eyelashes, and now it's the fun part. It's like I said earlier. You can draw clothes, but not clothes because that's too far from reality. But you can draw accessories. So we're going to draw an accessory on the caterpillar. So we're going to draw a fun little bow tie. Now, you may be like, oh, is it going to be a colorful bow tie? No, it's going to be a black bow tie. Because a caterpillar wouldn't wear a fun bow tie. That's just, you can't imagine that. So you can picture it in your head. Close your eyes right now. But I'm going to keep coloring, but I'm not going to close. But you should close your eyes. And just think. A caterpillar wearing a bow tie. It's not colorful. It's not. No, it's just plain. It's a black bow tie. So, not too crazy, but it's something you wouldn't see if you went outside. If you picked up a little caterpillar and said, "Hey, little guy, what's your name?" And yeah, but it's something you can imagine. Now, furthermore, we can't draw clothes on him because that would never work on a caterpillar. How could you have so many shirt holes? Where would the shirt end and the pants begin? Where do socks begin? It's probably not wearing like gloves because, you know, caterpillars aren't usually out in the winter. But, you know, it's just too many logical issues. We can't get into it. However, body paint. Caterpillars can body paint. Say it with me. Caterpillars can body paint. So we are going to draw little spots on him because he just painted these on himself somehow. Or hair dye, I guess, because they are fuzzy little guys, aren't they? Now you're going to try to want to keep these kind of spot-like. This isn't very spot-like because dots, they aren't supposed to be non-circular. Now, obviously it's very difficult. Not impossible. Nothing's impossible. Love yourself. To do a perfect circle. And if we tried to do a perfect circle, it would just never happen, and then that would be really disheartening. That's actually why a lot of people quit art, which I think is really sad. So I never endorse doing a perfect circle. But you do want to keep the general circular shape. If I could say, like, I could argue this is a triangle, and I don't want to be able to do that. So got to make sure you clear that up, or else everybody will laugh at your art and they'll say, bad art, go home, and it'll just not be a good day. So now I'm gonna fill in these spots again. You could not imagine a caterpillar with spots any other color than black, especially if the caterpillar is a goofy caterpillar. So we're just gonna color these all in black. Now you may be like, well, this is boring. There's no pop of color. And that is where you're wrong. There is going to be a pop of color later on. So let's just color these in. And as I'm coloring these in, I trust that you guys at home can do this, but I'm just going to add a few more things about this channel and what's going to ensue. So, I'm planning on making these videos daily. I hope you guys can keep up with that because, you do have to stay on the grind. It's rise and grind, really, in the drawing world. I don't know if you know that, but you will once you start to watch my videos because it's quite the journey. Art, just artistic expression, you have to constantly be using your mind or else your artistic mind, rather, or else you're gonna lose it. So let's keep coloring that in. I don't that's a little pointy, but I'm not gonna let myself get away with it. I was gonna let myself get away with it, not going to let myself get away with it. Do not let yourself get away with it. Or else, bad art. Just keep that in your mind. Just imagine. Oh, it gives me shivers. Let me tell you. Sorry, I did a little cough right there. I'm so sorry about that. That was completely unintentional. That's a lie. It was intentional, but I'll try to avoid it. Now, this does kind of look like a caterpillar. Of course it looks like a caterpillar, but I was gonna say it kind of looks like a cow. So if, sorry, there's a sniffle. So if you really want to, you could say this is a caterpillar, because that's, oh wow, that is hilarious. Okay, sorry, just gotta compose myself here. There you go. So we're almost finished, except for the pop of color, and that pop of color is going to be, drumroll please. Thank you. Red. It's gonna be red. So we're gonna draw his little nose in red because I think, again, the nose is the window to the soul, and red is just what I have to say about that. So there we go. You're gonna want to make sure you color it all in. There you go. If you do slip and go outside the lines a bit, that's okay. You can never make a mistake in art, and that's one of the greatest lessons I ever learned. So, maybe he's just bleeding out of his nose a little. So, yeah, that's going to be it, I think. We have successfully drawn a goofy caterpillar. So, this helped you. Make sure you recommend a new drawing down below in the comments so I can teach you how to draw that. If your idea is good, I'll use it. If it's not, sorry, try harder. And yeah, that concludes this video. So remember to like, subscribe, turn on notifications so you can be notified exactly when I upload my next tutorial. And I think that's all I have to say. Thank you for watching. I love you all, and I will see you tomorrow. Peace.